Hey Village. So I just woke up from a nap because we have had some pretty crazy days this past week, and sometimes when I just need a reset, a nap is just what the doctor ordered. Highly recommend taking a nap when you're stressed. And if you like my productivity tips, feel free to subscribe because I got plenty more. Just nap, make lists that you never complete. What else do I do that is just fantastic? Yeah, but anyway, so the kids are going to be home from school soon, so this is about the time that I wrap up typically a day of work, and I start to switch gears and I start putting laundry away. I start to get dinner prepped. We do have HelloFresh tonight, and this video is being sponsored by them, so be sure to check out at the end of this video. We are going to grant a wish for a child who is currently in foster care. And after I prep dinner, I'm going to talk to you guys about something that, you know, really gets mixed reviews. Foster parents and, you know, caseworkers, they have opinions on this, and we kind of are in the gray area like we usually are, but it's regarding communication with the birth parents or the previous caregivers of the children who are placed with us. So I'm going to share just some of like the pros and the cons and how John and I handle it. And I'm sure that there's a lot of you who have had experience with this and will share in the comments as well. So tonight we're having the barbecue cheddar pork burgers. And what I like to do is I like to go ahead and I prep everything. I chop up all the potatoes, the onions, I get the sauce prepared, I get the patties made, I get everything ready to go so that when it gets time to where we are ready to cook dinner, pretty much everything is ready to cook. And I don't have to be juggling the preparation portion while the kids are here. This one says prep time 10 minutes, cook time 35. Looks delicious. And we continue to use HelloFresh because it always is a delicious meal. It gets us out of our recipe rut. And especially for our family, we're about 2 months in with these kiddos, and we're still just trying to figure out like what they like and what they don't like. So with HelloFresh, we get a really great variety of recipes. We can figure out what those like favorites are that we can implement throughout the week. It also saves us time because even if I'm gonna do a meal plan for the week, I'm gonna forget different ingredients. And so I'm sending John, you know, multiple times to go to the grocery store. So with HelloFresh, like we can skip all those trips and make sure that we get everything in one meal kit. HelloFresh also helps us eat more sustainably because there's a lot less wasted food. So we absolutely love that the pre-portioned ingredients means that we don't have to waste any food. I get my notification on Thursdays to pick out my meals, and it's flexible to fit our lifestyle. So if we're about to have a crazy week and I don't think that I'm gonna be cooking as much, we just go ahead and skip a week, or if we need to add an extra meal, we can do that too. So the flexibility really is convenient. And we love a company that gives back. So HelloFresh has given back 4 million meals to charity in 2020, which is incredible. So if you're ready to give HelloFresh a try, go to HelloFresh.com, use our code BeTheVillage12 to get 12 free meals, including free shipping. Again, that's HelloFresh.com. Use our code BeTheVillage12 and you can get 12 free meals, including free shipping. All right, so back to the topic of talking and keeping communication open for either previous caregivers, whether that's the parents, whether that's family, you know, depending on the situation. And like I said, people will be black or white on this topic. Like you should definitely have communication with them, or you should definitely not. Like it's always going to end badly. And speaking in absolutes just is really not something you want to go into foster care and be a foster parent and think that things are always going to be one way or the other. It's very important to be flexible and to know the kids, know the family, know the case, consult with the kids' case team. We always keep open communication so that we can kind of check in to make sure, hey, is this a good idea? And with every new placement, John and I reevaluate. We learn from previous experiences, and, you know, we take the information that we have. John and I, we like to give that trust and, you know, open lines of communication until there's a reason not to. And that's how we approach any situation with, you know, either the birth parents, the previous caregivers. And I'll share some like positives and negatives. So the positives of having that open communication is going to be that they're going to know their kids better than the kids know themselves sometimes. sometimes. They have the medical history, they have, likes and dislikes. And so opening up and being able to talk to mom or dad or whoever and really find out how you can connect with the kids, how to put them at ease if they've been triggered. Those things are so, so powerful. I also think it's important for the kids to see the foster parents supporting their parents. Sometimes it can kind of feel like an us versus them, like, oh, we're the foster parents, we've taken the kids. And so really kind of getting on a level playing field with the parents and showing that, yes, you're taking care of the kids, but you're also supportive of the family and that you're encouraging reunification if that's the plan for the kids. And I do remember that when John and I were going through training, especially with our agency, they encourage supporting the family, and depending on the case, there are ways that you can, support the family. But there's also some negative things that can happen when you open up that communication. There can be situations where you have information that parents or caregivers don't have, and that could lead to mistrust. There may be disagreements on what the parents want versus what you feel is supportive with the information that you have. There's differences in how households are run. And so if you differ with their parents on certain things, and I know I'm being vague, but I can't think of an example, but let's say chores. Let's say, in our house, we make sure all the kids have chores and we give them an allowance, and they spend their allowance on fun things. And we feel like that, teaches them lessons. But there might be, parents out there who say that I don't want my kid to have an allowance. I don't want them to be handling money, or maybe they don't like the fact that the kids have chores. They might think that you're trying to take advantage of the kids and work them around the house, which is, definitely not the case. But yeah, so just different things, you might disagree on. And so that could be a stressor. And it's really common for birth parents or caregivers, they've been stripped of all of their power as parents. And so in that state of really helplessness, they'll find ways to be the one making decisions. And so that's where there are rules about how, you can't change the kids' hairstyle, or you can't cut their hair, because that's a decision that's left up to the parents. And so sometimes a parent will make sure that that is the one thing, if that's the one thing that they can control, they're going to make sure that they're the one making that decision, and they're not going to give that, power over to the foster family. And like I said, this is really common. It still is frustrating as a foster parent because it makes things difficult at times. But at the same time, you have to have empathy for the fact of what these parents are going through. And so we can definitely understand where they're coming from. And we have had situations where we have opened up communication, we've closed communication, we've opened it back up again. It definitely can be like a roller coaster, but for us, we feel like it's better to have the open communication until it is just not supportive for the kids or for the family. And then you just reassess. And as long as you're communicating with, the case team, your caseworkers, everyone involved, and if they're providing guidance, follow that guidance. If they tell you to shut it down, of course you want to shut it down. And if you've been a foster family and you have experience with this, please feel free to leave a comment. But in those comments, just be mindful of the way in which you're describing the situation. We try to be as positive as we can as we refer to birth families and situations, and of course don't give away too much information. So now let's head over to One Simple Wish. We'll go to our page and start browsing the wishes. There are always so many wishes here to choose from. There are definitely some that catch my eye when I'm going through, like this laptop. I always love, that item. It's a big ticket item and the kids need it for school and college and that sort of thing. What caught my eye this time, especially with Mother's Day coming up, are the wishes that are really geared towards, supporting the family or, a single mom who's in foster care. So this one here, this is a baby carrier, and this is so that the child can really get close and cuddle with her mom during her visits. So it looks like here, Callie is 3 months old. So just imagine like a 3-month-old having that, you know, cuddle time with her mom during the visits, and that way her mom can still, you know, juggle the other kids as well. So we're going to go ahead and grant that wish, and it's only $99, so we're going to go ahead and look for another wish as well. So I'm going to scroll a little bit more. We'll see what comes up. You can see here there are so many wishes, and, you know, feel free to jump on here and find one that connects for you. This one is, again, a laptop, a big ticket item. This is for a single mom, Cassie, who is finishing high school, supporting her baby girl. And what better way to give her, you know, a Mother's Day gift, an early Mother's Day gift, but to grant this wish. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to grant this wish too. And again, we have a link in the description. You can go to onesimplewish.com. We have a special page if you want to go to that one. Again, the link is in the description. And just browse the wishes, see, you know, what you can give. Every little bit makes a difference. All right, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.